Hi guys, Alice Taylor here at Living Golf Academy. Today we're going to talk about how to make a nice big shoulder turn to hit your driver further than ever before. Right then guys, so we've all been told that one of the key things hitting the ball a long way is making a nice big shoulder turn. And even though that is great advice, first thing we understand is, can we initially make a nice big shoulder turn in the way we're being told? And if we can't, is there a way we can maybe cheat our way around that? So what we're going to do is we're going to look at how you would make that big shoulder turn. We're going to see whether you're actually capable of doing it. And if you're not, maybe a couple of ways of cheating your way to that big shoulder turn to give you those long drives that you've been looking for. So if you're new down to the channel, welcome down to Ali Taylor Golf. If you're returning, thank you for taking the time to watch my stuff. If you don't currently subscribe, click the subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and you will get my videos as soon as they drop, hopefully helping you play better golf and enjoy your golf much more than you're currently doing. Right, and so traditionally we're told that at the top of the backswing, particularly with driver, we're looking for at least 90-degree shoulder turn, about 45-degree hip turn, which means a separation of at least 45 degrees between what the shoulders can do and what the hips can do. Now the first issue is we need to see, can you actually get that amount of separation? So a great way of testing it is to kneel down, just get a little bit of forward flexion into your body, cross your arms over your chest, and from there turn your shoulders as you would in the golf swing. So definitely for me there, not able to quite get 45 degrees. And what this is doing is it's stopping my hips move at all. So we can definitely see if I were to do that, I would be limited to how big my shoulder turn could be. So a good test for you guys as you do that, whereabouts do you get that shaft pointing down? And we can see out in front of me there, certainly not able to get there and nowhere near there. So then really traditionally guys are told that when we swing back we want to keep that left heel planted on the floor and feel that we get that nice big shoulder turn. But I've already seen there that if I keep my heel down and really restrict that hip turn, I'm very, very limited in how far I can turn my shoulders. So certainly there my hips have started to turn, but my shoulder turn's limited. And I'm going to hit a shot now, really stopping my hip rotation, keeping my foot down, and let's see what I'm able to generate. And it's a good strike, but feel very, very limited there. So let's look at the numbers from a very limited shoulder turn, and then we'll talk about the couple of cheats we can use to improve that shoulder turn, make it bigger, generate some more speed. So we can see a really good strike, middle of the club face. My club head speed still quite an impressive, nearly 98 mile an hour, 175 yard carry and just under 235 yards total. Now, a couple of ways of improving that shoulder turn and making it bigger. First one is as we swing back, actually allowing our right leg to just straighten a little bit more, and that will allow that right hip to turn behind me a bit more. So if I keep everything as we did to start with, we can see I'm about there. If I let my right leg straighten a touch, we can see we get a little bit more. So that would be my first cheat. Allow that right leg just to straighten a touch. And the second cheat, if I need it to get even more, will be just allow that left heel to come off the ground a little bit. So there's my first point. I'll put my first cheat in for a bit more and the second one for even more. And we can see there, big shoulder turn, then I can swing down. So if I want to get that maximum shoulder turn, I'm going to, as I swing back, allow my right leg to straighten a touch, allow my left heel to come off the floor, and then I'm going to have a little bit more length of swing to get the club accelerating. So let's hit a shot with a couple of cheats for that bigger shoulder turn, and let's see what extra we can generate. So let's have a practice swing first off, letting that leg straighten, letting that left heel come up. That feels a lot longer backswing. Off we go. Noticeably different flight, definitely further, but let's see from that bigger shoulder turn how much extra distance I've been able to generate. Extra club head speed, ball speed, and then distance. So the club head speed's jumped from just under 98 mile an hour to just under 109. My carries then jumped up to just over 277 and a total of 300. So an absolutely huge pickup in distance because of that bigger shoulder turn. Right guys, so we've seen there a good way of checking how kind of flexible you are and are you able to separate what your shoulders do from what your hips do. And if you're maybe not the most flexible guy out there, and most of you guys watching probably won't be the most flexible, a couple of those little cheat ways to get that bigger shoulder turn, help you generate more club head speed, more ball speed, and get the ball going further than ever before from the tee. So if you've enjoyed today's video, like and share it, comment below. I'll get back to as many people as I can. If you don't currently subscribe, please consider clicking that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, make sure you get my content as soon as it drops. Follow me on all my other social media platforms, all under Ali Taylor Golf. Hopefully catch up with some of you guys down here in the future. Stay in contact.